Enugu State Governor Peter Mbah has unveiled Enugu Air, a state-owned airline aimed at connecting Nigeria to regional and global destinations. He made the announcement during the airline's maiden flight launch at Akano Ibiam International Airport, Enugu, on Monday. Governor Mbah described the initiative as part of a broader vision to position Enugu as a major aviation hub for the southeast and a bridge between Nigeria and the rest of the world. Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development Festus Keyamo, who flagged off the inaugural flight, hailed the project as a bold example of sub-national leadership in infrastructure development. He was joined by senior officials from the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority (NCAA), Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria (FAN), and the Nigeria Airspace Management Agency (NAMA). Operated in partnership with ZJet, Enugu Air will initially fly domestic routes with plans to expand to regional and international destinations. The airline's operations are under a public-private partnership designed to ensure safety, service quality, and long-term sustainability. Though full details of the partnership remain undisclosed, the Federal Ministry of Aviation has pledged regulatory support, aligning with its agenda to boost indigenous airlines and reform the aviation sector. The NCAA has granted temporary approval for domestic operations through ZJet, pending the airline's full air operator certificate. This aligns with the minister's 5-point agenda and the NCAA's push to improve ease of doing business and drive sectoral growth. The Dangote Petroleum Refinery has reduced the price of petrol from 840 naira to 820 naira per litre, making a total drop of 60 naira within a week. Dangote Group spokesperson Anthony Shijina confirmed the development on Tuesday, stating that the cut aims to make fuel more affordable for Nigerians. This followed a recent hike in petrol prices by Dangote, the NNPC, and other major marketers who had blamed the increase on the surge in global crude oil prices triggered by tension between Israel and Iran. At the time, pump prices ranged between 915 naira and 955 naira, and as high as 918 naira in northern Nigeria due to transportation costs. However, with crude oil prices falling below $70 last week after both Israel and Iran de-escalated military actions, fears of supply disruptions eased, leading to a drop in petrol prices nationwide. The federal government has unveiled a $32.8 billion electricity development plan aimed at reforming Nigeria's power sector and improving access across Africa. Speaking at the Mission 300 stakeholders engagement in Abuja on Tuesday, Minister of Power Adebayo Adelabu said the initiative, Mission 300, seeks to provide electricity to 300 million underserved people across the continent. Of the total investment, $15.5 billion is expected from the private sector. Adelabu noted that Nigeria is working to transition to a fully cost-reflective tariff regime while introducing targeted subsidies to protect vulnerable citizens. He emphasized the government's priorities, including tackling market liquidity issues, settling 4 trillion naira in unpaid subsidies to power generation companies, and expanding the national transmission infrastructure to prevent recurring grid collapse. He also highlighted the government's focus on renewable energy, rural electrification, and energy transition projects to boost access in underserved communities. The minister called on development partners, civil society, and the private sector to support the mission. He also expressed gratitude to the World Bank Group and the African Development Bank for their ongoing support. The Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) has warned that rising input costs across key sectors could trigger a fresh surge in inflation as businesses struggle to absorb mounting expenses. In its June 2025 Purchasing Managers Index report, the CBN noted that input prices outpaced output prices in the industry, services, and agricultural sectors, squeezing profit margins. Agriculture recorded the highest gap, suggesting firms are under growing pressure to raise prices. Despite the cost burden, all three sectors showed growth, with the composite Purchasing Managers Index standing at 52.3 index points, marking 6 consecutive months of economic expansion. Agriculture led the way with the strongest performance, while services and industry also maintained steady growth. The CBN warned that if cost pressure persists, businesses may no longer be able to shield consumers from price hikes, increasing the risk of inflation in the coming months. This is Business News in Global News. I am Chimisi Zadima.